In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Gshade on The Sims 4. So the first thing you want to do is you want to open up any web browser like you normally would. For this video, I'm using Google Chrome. Then afterwards, please go ahead and look up Gshade on the search bar just like so and go to the official gshade.org website. It should look something like this. From here, please go to the top menu and select on download just like so. Then go ahead and scroll down, and then it is going to ask you to select on your platform. So you can install Gshade regardless of whether you're on a Windows, Linux, or a Mac. So for this video, I'm going to go ahead and select on the Windows installer. So please go ahead and select on it just like so. Then you need to make sure you give your device permission to actually install it because it is really important that you do that. So please make sure to go ahead and do that. Now, for clarity purposes, I recommend that you drag and drop the Gshade installer.exe file to your desktop because it will just make the process significantly easier. Okay, once you're done with that, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and right click on it, then go ahead and select on Run as Administrator. Then go make sure to go ahead and give your device permission in order to use Gshade. I apologize if my screen did go black a little bit, but then afterwards it is going to give you a menu that looks like this. So the first thing it's going to do, it is going to ask you for your language. So I'm going to go ahead and select on English, go ahead and press on OK. Then go ahead and press on I agree. And then it is going to give you something that looks like this. So what you want to do from here is you want to go ahead and locate target game or program. And here's where things get really important. You want to make sure that it is actually The Sims 4. Now, one really easy way to find exactly where your Sims 4 file is, please go ahead and locate the Sims 4 shortcut on your desktop. Then right click on it and select on Open File Location. It is then going to give you something that looks like this. What you want to do is you want to go to the top menu, click on it, then press on Control C because we're going to copy this directory and then we're going to use it in order to find exactly where The Sims 4 is. So we don't need to go ahead and mess around with like the files or stuff like that. But let's go ahead and close out of it. Then go ahead and select on Browse. Then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and paste it in right here. Then you should see The Sims 4. Now what you want to do from here is you want to go ahead and select on ts4_x64.exe. Go ahead and press on open. Then before you do that, you will also have an option that says automatic path, but that is optional. And all you want to do is you want to go ahead and press on next. Once you're done with that, then go ahead and press on install just like so. It is now going to begin installing Gshade on The Sims 4. Alright, then afterwards, it is then going to ask you to select where your screenshot save location will be. So this is going to be where in your files all your screenshots are going to be. So you just want to make sure you go ahead and select on it. You can go ahead and select on, honestly, whichever location you want. It really is up to you. It is not really going to impact the main game. But anyways, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and press on finish. Then go ahead and select on yes. And over here, it's actually going to give you a little bit of a reference to show you how to use Gshade as well. So if you want more information, that is definitely something that you guys could take a look at. All right, but anyways, once you're done with that, go ahead and minimize the web browser. And now the next thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and locate The Sims 4. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and right click on it and then press on Open File Location just like so. You'll now notice that if we go on the top over here, we'll now get something called Gshade presets right over here. And if we go ahead and just open this folder, you want to go ahead and press on custom. And this is where all our custom presets are going to be located at. Okay, so now that we're here, let's go ahead and find some presets in order to actually install. But this is basically where we're going to be dragging and dropping our presets later on. So there are many great places where you can find some Sims 4 Reshade and Gshade presets. So obviously one really great resource is Tumblr. You guys could also look at other YouTube videos, Reddit, etc. There are many great options. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and download this one right over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and press on download here. Then it is going to be installed to my system. All right, make sure to give your device permission in order to download this file. And then afterwards, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and drag and drop this file over inside of the custom folder that we were just on previously. So go ahead and drag and drop it, and you will now notice that it will be right over here. Now, there are other things that you guys could do as well. If you want, you can go ahead and install more presets. It really is up to you. But once you went ahead and got all the presets you want, go ahead and close out of the custom folder. Then go ahead and minimize the web browser. And now open up The Sims 4 like you normally would. All right, and now whenever you load into the EA launcher, you will notice that we'll get a menu on the top left. And then it is now going to go ahead and begin like loading into Gshade on The Sims 4. Now, if for whatever reason you do not see that menu, do not worry. What I always recommend that you guys do is play The Sims 4 on the windowed version, not on full screen, because when I first tried installing Gshade, it didn't work, and that's because I had full screen. So make sure you are on the windowed version like I'm currently am right now. But anyways, what you want to do from here is you want to go ahead and load into your Sims 4 game. All right, once you're here in your Sims 4 game, what you want to do is you want to open up the Gshade menu. Now, the command to do this is going to be different for every single person. But when you first load into Gshade on the Sims 4, it is going to let you know what buttons you need to press on the top left. So if you miss it, feel free to go ahead and restart your game and then look carefully on the top left. It is going to let you know. So for me, it was Shift Backspace. So let's go ahead and type that in. And then there you go. It is going to give you something that looks like this. From here, you can go ahead and select on continue, or you can go ahead and skip the tutorial. All right, guys, and once that's loaded in, there's a bunch of like pre-made effects that you guys can go ahead and try out. But if you want to load into your presets that you installed, go ahead and select on home, then go to this first bar over here, and then there you go. Go ahead and select on custom. Over here is going to be all your presets that you installed. So let's go ahead and load into this preset right over here. And as you're able to tell, things significantly look better. So from here, you guys can go ahead and adjust more settings if you want. It really is up to you, but just remember, up here is where all your presets are going to be. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next tutorial.